And we are back here. Ladies and gentlemen, round two coming up. And we got a little bit of action here between Dynasty and Encore. And just while they're playing some all sorts of gunfighting stuff there, I just want to go and have a look at these groups and see if there's anything unexpected while we got a minute or two. So, just having a look at these groups when they come up. So we've got Vox M&R winning. I think we probably would have predicted that one, yeah, Matt?
Sorry, I missed that. I was talking to Petty G. He's actually just messaged me, so he's going to be joining us in on the commentary desk very, very shortly for this next game against Encore versus Dynasty.
Awesome.
So, yes, we did see Vox M&R winning against anything. 16-8 though. That's the thing, so anything 8 rounds onto Vox M&R actually surprised me quite a bit.
And what else do we have? We got Encore and Dynasty both winning their first rounds as well. So that's the big one for this one, Dynasty. Encore, I just did see the last bit of that game, and Encore took out Mindhack. I think it would have been 16-4, 16-5. So it was a pretty big discrepancy there. Regulators, Knife Hunters in Group B also coming out with a win, and Royal 4-0 Group F coming out with a win. So the wins are getting on the board, starting to shuffle around a little bit. But that was just round one. Round two, anything can happen. Like I said, both these teams here, Encore and Dynasty, they won their first, their round one games. But, you know, unfortunately, one of them have to lose this one, Matt.
Yeah, well, for this group, this is the match to watch. From my opinion, to be honest, like I did do a bit of a write-up, and it involved these two teams as being the game to watch purely because Dynasty, with the lineup they have, all filled with potentially up-and-coming players. I mean, these guys are going to be hitting that Div 2 or Div 1 level some stage of in CSGO. So they're a team to watch out for. Once they get a bit more experience in competition-wise as a team, they're going to be phenomenal just to watch. So, but then again, look, we got Encore as well with the introduction of Fake Dan and Tama. I didn't see this coming, to be quite honest. The departure of Tags and the lineup change from Encore. This team on paper, Encore, are huge. Just simply put, are huge. Has just demolishing players left, right, and center. He's a player to watch out for and feared against when versing. But Fake Down from Regulators, who was in that team that won the Division 1 competition in Season 3 we just saw, joining forces with Encore. I mean, this is going to be amazing to watch. And interesting to see how these players actually cooperate with each other as a team. So I'm very, very keen to see how both these teams play out.
Yeah, 100%. We do have Peter G joining us now. Good morning, Petey. How are you?
I think he's just mucking around with his microphone. He'll be talking to us very shortly.
I'm
just waiting for the 5th player on Encore joining up.
I'm just having a look at the chat. You've got official Zeta saying Encore 100%. What do the rest of you guys think? Who do you think has got this game here? Who's got this one? That's the question. And will it be close? Will it be close, or will Encore run away with a somewhat of an easy win? That's they're all the big questions, really, aren't they?
I got a feeling because it's Dust 2, a map where nearly every single competitive CS player, a map that they know off the back of their hand. This game could go either way. There are so many ways to play it out. It's hard to actually call it what side of map it is, whether you start on the T side or CT side. As soon as you get an entry pick or a window of opportunity to execute a push onto a site, it's practically GG, especially on the T side. Earlier on in CSGO, this map was considered T-sided, but the fact that we've got these teams that are coming up and just playing, enormous CT plays, this game could go either way. I'm going to predict Dynasty with just pure surprises and amazement. These guys may pull about 10 or 11 rounds against Encore, with Encore coming out as the victor. But I do hope that the game does go on that scoreline. purely because it's just going to be entertaining to watch to see how these upcoming players go against the beasts.
And just while we're waiting for Encore, I'm just going back to this group stage to see who else has won. Hellfire, Control, Group C. They've, Hellfire, not Control. So we don't have all results. Some results are still coming through, guys. That's why. That is round 2. Some groups, G, C, not quite complete. Legionnaires winning in Group H against all odds. So that's a good start for them. Vice, we obviously seen looking pretty strong as well. And I'm pretty sure PDG is with us now, PD.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning to you all. What a fabulous day for Counter-Strike. Sunny outside.
Cold
nice
here
and
in
warm
Adelaide.
inside. Oh, it's freezing.
It's sunny outside.
Yeah, man.
It's like cloudy here, dude.
It's blissful in Brisbane, but it's freezing. 21 and sunny, freezing in Brisbane.
Awesome. Makes it more of a achievable environment, doesn't it? That
Exactly.
vibe.
Nothing like bragging up and watching a bit of Counter-Strike. That sounds like my perfect Sunday.
As do many, we do have 45 viewers that will be agreeing with you on that. So, look, we're just waiting for Encore's 5th, which is Inertia. He's just taking a bit of time connecting up. Peter, while we're waiting, what did you think of the lineup change with Encore with the introduction of Fakedown in the team? I think Hooray is Tama as well. That Inertia did confirm to me that Tama was going to be playing with Encore for this ODC. The lineup that it stands at current, it's huge. I never saw this coming, to be honest. With the departure of Tags, this team is just going to be wow.
Yeah, I didn't realise who Ray was, but definitely Fake Dan, as we saw all the way through CGP, providing pretty large numbers with that AWP. He was probably the number 2 AWPer throughout that competition behind Rika, who was just unstoppable at times. But, Fake Dan put up some huge numbers, so that's what they needed. They did need a strong AWPer in their team. They've picked one up, and obviously Tama brings with him 100 DPR, so that's always going to be a positive when you're a sort of a throw-together team. Strong individual players are always like the strongest bet for ODCs.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Tama bringing his hammer. The Tama hammer. And it's probably the worst pun I've ever said, so don't mind me, guys. Look, Inertia has connected. We do have 10 players on a server. This game is going to go live very shortly with the knife round to decide which team will start on which side first. It's going to be quite an interesting game.
So do you guys think Dynasty will compete? Or do you think the Encore boys will get their roll on?
I predicted before that Dynasty will pick 10 to 11 rounds of Encore purely because if I can remember the lineup correctly. I'll just have a quick look actually.
Thing about Dust 2 though is if the bunch of sharp, confident players get T-side on Dust 2, sometimes it's very hard to reel them back in.
Wow, okay, we're getting confirmation by the Twitch viewers that Hooray is Chris OL on Dynasty's... Encore, sorry, Chris OL's playing for Encore.
So it's not
Chris Tama. No. Which is a bit surprising because Inertia told me that Tama was going to be playing, and now we're seeing a last-minute change-up as well. So, this happens in ODCs. You can never predict or forecast the lineup. It just changes and swaps, the last-minute kind of thing. So, a bit of a surprise there.
Definitely, Chris Wow's still a very strong player. So. We're getting it done very nicely there.
So we're still waiting on players to actually dot and ready up.
Okay, so Encore have elected to start on the CT side, as that's the Haz special. So calling for Encore, we've got Haz. So keep that in mind when he's fragging up a storm, guys. He's also the caller, and he loves to start CT. They love that team environment. That the big retakes, if they happen, gets really pumped up, and if you can win rounds early on CT, when the AKs are a bit colder, the first couple of rounds. They're valuable later on when you start on T side and your aim's all warmed up.
Because it's Dust 2 as well, the reason why I think Dynasty will pick up some rounds, it's one of those maps that even Dynasty, like the players, know it off by heart. And it's a map where you could have so many plays made, like it varies in so many different ways. It's unpredictable at times to call it, so...
Definitely. I think because in Australia we've all sort of, through the pub scene and also the early, like the pugs, Dust 2's played so heavily that even if you're just an amateur player, you work out how to clutch on Dust 2 because purely by force of habit. So it's almost like every player knows how to clutch on Dust 2. They know where to look because they've played it so many times. And, you know, whichever team is on can win Dust 2 in the blink of an eye, so it could be interesting.
And confirmation by Chris, I am not Tama. Shout out to Chris, sorry about that. Nevertheless, we do see Pistol going live, underway right now. Encore on the CT side, Dynasty on the T side, and it looks as if a bit of action is going to be happening at long with the nades and flashbangs going off. Dynasty holding up, ready to set up for a time to push. Now opting to fall back here with one player holding mid-side, and that is My Name Is Right. Just getting spotted at the top of the mid by one of the players that are holding double doors, and action's going down. No one has dropped yet, but Dynasty copying a lot of damage up to push through the mid doors into leading into the B side here through B ramp. And it's going to be all up to Inertia and Has to pick up some frags, which they do. Blackout picks up another. So Dynasty are falling short here, left in the 2 versus 4 situation. We do see Nono picking up a frag. Darkstar also doing some damage, making it a 2 versus 3. And this is all up to the last player, Darkstar, in a 1 versus 2 out of nowhere. With the bomb dropped outside of window, this is going to prove too difficult for Darkstar as he will fall short. First round going to Encore.
Yeah, chalk that one up as playing a really controlled round in mid. He did so much damage through the door area before they even breached mid, and then as they ran up the hill, he got 2 assists and then a kill as well, so nice play there by Has.
So we go into the second round with Encore opting to buy a scout and a few FAMASas, so they've got the scout happening, the long range kind of scoped in observer, if you may call, to get intel. But look at this, Dynasty and Blackout just annihilating Dynasty at the moment before Darkstar and My Name Is Right picking up a couple of frags, getting the trade-offs happening. But this is it, Has with the scout, smoke's gone down at the crossover. What can Has do? Sends a shot off and misses everybody completely. Then Dynasty now make their way into A site with the bomb being planted, and we're left in a retake situation, 3 versus 3. And Dynasty holding off here. Inertia picking up a frag, taking a Darkstar. Has picking up another as well. And it's all over Red Rover in a blink of an eye. Dynasty falls short. Encore retake the site. Picking up another round there. And making it 2-0.
Excellent kills there from Dynasty, and the plant there makes sure that they can actually buy this round and don't have to eco a second time. So even though they didn't get the round win there, they put themselves in a good position to fully buy up with their grenades this round.
So we do see Dynasty actually opting to buy up in this third round here with AKs, armor, and a couple of flashbangs. So we should see, like with Dynasty buying up the AK, they do have the gun advantage against the Encore side. Question is, are they going to be able to utilize this this opportunity and win a couple of rounds in favour just to get the momentum happening? As we do see Encore starting out, just holding off here. The 2 players at long, the 1 at A site, and 1 mid, 1 B. This is a very common hold from most top teams. The 1 player lurking around A site, watching short here, so that being covered, Dynasty don't have a lot of options here. They need to rely on the first pick, and once that first pick has been made, we should see Dynasty commence an execution on the site. At the moment, Encore playing so smart here, not over peeking or giving away any positions at the moment. But Dynasty opting to just smoke off the CT spawn and now making their way into B. We should see a bit of a split B push happening with the 1 player remaining. That is faked down. What can he do? Former regular teammate here going down. And now all of a sudden, Dynasty have made their way into B bomb site in a 3 versus 4 situation with the player ratio advantage. And Encore left to retake the site, and it looks as if they're going to be opting to go for it here. Blackout making his way up to the B double doors there with Chris O'Well making his charge into B tunnels. The retake has with the scout. What can he do here? Dynasty holding off very strongly already. No players has been dropped yet. I spoke too soon, sorry. Chris O'Well, Blackout going down, left up to Haz, and he will fall short with that scout as well. Dynasty pick up their first round.
Yeah, that was a very nice mid to B progression there from the Dynasty guys. They timed it well coming out mid, and also the B guys had some nice timing, so they collapsed on the side at the same time, and it was a bit cluey as to why Encore went for that round. They definitely needed those guns, to give themselves a go at this round, but they decided to go for it, and a very good hold there by Dynasty being patient.
So now we see the Encore boys opting to buy the CZs and just do an aggressive mid push here with the 3 players making the charge. Encore, hooray! Chris O'Well picks up that frag at the lower tunnel section, but it's not going to do much here. Dynasty are just dropping Encore left, right, and center, and a 2 versus 4. Encore falling short here in this round.
This is dangerous. Fake Dan gets one.
Fake Dan
Picks
up a second. What can Dynasty Fake Dan do here as he falls short, lifted up to his teammate, which is Haz in a 1 versus 1 situation. So this anti-eco paying off here for Encore. My name is Ryan, manages to mop things up here with Haz dropped on to 4 HP. Didn't have much of a chance, but nevertheless, Encore.
Great frag in there by Fake Dan. Got himself in a good position and just booked the guys coming back from mid. Good communication by Encore.
I like how Encore managed to pick up those frags, and they've put themselves in a better money situation now, leading into this the 5th round.
Yeah, they've still gone for the eco rounds, which is the result of them not saving those 3 guns previously. So that's where you can sort of get yourself in a bit of trouble by going for those iffy retakes early on the game.
Dynasty holding up here, just doing a common default split pick. We do see the two players here in bedroom. That is Tucker with his teammate, with that Asimov orb. Not finding much intel that long as the Encore boys are actually spread across the short and inside B bomb site. So long is left completely open. This is going to give Dynasty an opportunity to take long and make a progression push into A side, which they opt to do. Now Encore getting intel. From playing short, listening to the footsteps, we do see Encore now setting up to try and defend this A bomb site. Dynasty making the charge now. The smoke's going off for that crossfire. Tucker picks up a frag and is backed up by his teammate Rye, and all of a sudden Encore just dropping like flies here. And has managed to push his way through the smoke. Dynasty Darkstar with the no-scope picks up a frag, and it is now looking like it's going to be all over Red Rover. Fake down, the last player falling to Darkstar's orb. And then there's another round for Dynasty.
That was well played there by Darkstar. He got all the information at the start of the round. But the pro tip for all emerging teams out there, if you've got the guns as T and you've got an orb and they're on eco, you don't want to be smoking that long cross. You want to get all the information as they run up spawn with the rifles, because Darkstar, by smoking, allowed them to get close.
So we do see Encore now opting to buy up this round. This time they had the 3 players playing aggressive long, now falling back to elevate, and Haz making his way into CT spawn. Again, Dynasty just holding up, doing another split pick. Darkstar doing the works for Dynasty at the moment with that orb. Takes out Fake Dan. A great opening frag for Dynasty here. Haz picking up his team. Takes out my name is Joey Bone. And now we've got Tucker and Nono also mopping things up here for Dynasty. It is a 2 versus 4 situation. Encore falling short with Inertia lurking around mid. Dynasty not pushing through short to A. Now they've opted to change the course of direction and go into B site, knowing that Inertia, the B player, has rotated off already. Tucker takes him out, and now we're seeing Chris O'Well in a 1 versus 4 situation. Making his way into CT spawn. This is going to prove immense for Chris O'Well if he opts to try and choose, clutch this round here, but doing the smarter option, saving his M4.
Dynasty are getting hot. Those AKs are just hitting heads, and Dust 2 is a really, really good map for that sort of stuff, especially first map of the day. Is this the first map of the day?
Second. Sorry.
Second.
This is the second game of the day.
Had Encore won their first game?
We actually watched Longbow versus Vice Gaming as the first game, and surprisingly, Vice came away with the win 16-10 against Longbow. So
Wow,
that was on
okay.
DE Mirage. So the Vice guys were just killing it. This is why leading into this game, the second game, Dynasty against Encore, we may see some upsets happen with these map pickings. So again, Encore opt to play the 3 aggressive long here. This time Dynasty also holding off, just playing out, reading what the team's moves are. As we do see the attempt to push into bedroom just being completely shut down. Blackout not having much luck there. Dynasty holding off very strongly. Mid completely open with the 2 players at B side playing aggressive as well at the tunnel section. This is going to prove pretty costly for Encore. If Dynasty finds this out, they have so many options at hand to try and push, make a decision on which site they opt to choose. As we do see Dynasty still holding up here, and not much action commencing.
Drag
Wow.
there by Blackout.
Blackout pushing into long takes out Taka, so that'll be the end of him in this round. Now we see the Dynasty guys opting to push through short into A side. Encore with the range disadvantage, aren't able to do much here, falling back into pit and just waiting for the teammates from B side to rotate off and set up for this retake. We do have the one player, my name is Rye, sitting at tunnels there, and it looks like he may have timed out, so now it's left up to the rest of his teammates to try and defend this bomb site. Encore! Hooray! Chris Orell gets the opening frag, but my name is there to pick up the pace as he picks up a frag with his teammate No, but Inertia again doing some damage with Chris Orell. And this is it. Encore managing to retake that site in the end, allowing the score 3-4 in favour of Dynasty.
Wait, can you hear me? Yeah. What about here?
Yeah, really good job there by Encore, not getting greedy when Blackout got that kill. They were nice and disciplined with that AK, allowed the tease in without contesting the harder choke points, and then later in the round made the easy shot once they knew where they all are and they trapped them off. So, really well played there by the Encore guys.
And we do see a bit of a pause, just waiting for one of the Dynasty boys to actually reconnect onto the server. He did time out at the top of RB tunnels, so that proved a bit costly for Dynasty in the end there. We did see my name is Ryan Nono trying to pick up a couple of frags, but in the end it was all left to Chris Owen and Inertia, and the boys just did it extremely well for Encore to retake that site successfully. So now we're still waiting for Dynasty to be ready, as one of their players has made the trip to the toilet there. So while we've got a bit of time, let's go off with what we've been witnessing so far, PDG. Encore, 3 rounds to 4, not doing too bad on the CT side there, holding off a couple of rounds. Dynasty doing some good work with the split picking and playing it out patiently, reading the team's moves, and getting the intel, and then from there deciding on where they're going to actually push and being successful at it. Encore have been winning their rounds from just pure retaking, you know, the teamwork and that.
Encore have actually won the pistol and the 2 ecos and haven't won a round since, so they've got shut out 4 in a row in the gun rounds. Oh, 2-0 in the gun rounds and 2 ecos in the middle, so Dynasty doing a good job.
So here we go, the round has gone live, and this time Encore opting to try and play an aggressive short play. Blackout and Has, the two combining here, with Dynasty actually making the move up to mid. This is going to prove extremely surprising in Dynasty's point of view, as they're not expecting the Encore boys to be playing this close here. A short Blackout peeks out, but Dynasty, no, too strong in the end. Shuts down Has and Blackout, and this is it. Dynasty now making the charge into A side, being met at mid there with Inertia trying to defend, trying to hold off that push. Fake down, picking up the AWP, gets the frag onto Tucker. It's going to be too little too late for Encore here as Dynasty make their way into A side with the bomb. They should get it down relatively easily with no competition. And we just see the one player, that is my name is Ryan, lurking around tunnels, just waiting for the lag, the lag as the late retakers on Encore's side here. and it looks like they're going to opt to try and just get some exit frags happening.
Yeah, apologies for before. They totally won that eco retake. It's based on that. But yeah, definitely Dynasty doing a really good job of staying patient and hitting those AK shots. They've got, I mean, apart from the guy who timed out, all of them have frags on the board, playing strong. So it's just been a team effort getting different picks and working the map really well. So hopefully Encore can change something up here. They need to get Fake Dan more involved. He's been isolated at B, and he's a huge impact player. So hopefully he Fake Dan actually opts himself in to do something huge. So let's see what he does at the start of this round. It's be really interesting. Is he going to take mid on?
We do see the smoke going down at mid, and looks like they're crossing over here, and no, they're deciding to play side.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that AWP is the best place for Fake Dan to be, just because he is so impact. Like, we've seen him in so many rounds in regulators, just take people on and win. So I think that's key for the Encore guys to start getting Fake Dan AWPing.
We do see flashbangs. Definitely, we do see flashbangs and smokes going off at long, but no one has actually opted to peek out and reveal themselves to each other. So no one has gone down yet. Again, the nade spam happening at short. Encore with the two players at mid, one at A side, one at long. This setup here is they're pretty much, it just shows that they're pretty much well prepared for Nova for Dynasty to make the move onto the short to A. We do see the AWP from Darkstar leading the charge here. Catwalk, no, picks up the first frag. So here we go again. Dynasty, great start for them, but Encore just lurking around them. All the players in prime positions to pick up frags. Has just falling short against No. So he's just having no luck whatsoever in this game as Dynasty now make the way into A side. Bomb being planted once more. Fake down and Blackout. The last two players make that. Blackout, the last player alive for Encore in a 1 versus 5, and it looked as if he was going to make a play there, but will fall short. Dynasty are just stepping it up. 6 rounds to 3 against Encore. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, they're definitely not only having the better aim at the moment, but they're playing the better game. They've been working the A excellently, and also their B splits have been good. So hats off to the Dynasty guys for being prepared.
Remember, we did mention at the start of this game here that it is just too well-renowned a T-sided map. Dynasty utilising that factor and just picking up a tremendous amount of rounds here. But again, the eco round coming from Encore, this time not paying off is Tucker. My name is Dry, just demolishing the Encore players there on point. We do see a 3 versus 5, and it's not looking good for Encore. Again, Christowell falls short to No picking up so many frags here, just leading the way for Dynasty. And Inertia does manage to take out My Name is Rye, so he will be taken out of the picture, but it's not going to do much for Encore as Dynasty, Darkstar, and No mop things up. 7 rounds to 3 in favour of Dynasty.
Let's see what happens here. So Fake Dan's got the AWP. He's dropping the AWP to Has. So this will be crucial for Encore again. Let's see if they can use that AWP in a more contested choke point. And here we go. I think Has wants the boost for short. As up he goes. And all eyes on Has as he pushes aggressively with this AWP. What sort of damage can he inflict as Inertia gets double grand? But that's it. That's what they needed to do. Has picks up the crucial headshot and will rotate back down to mid as Encore start to look like they're in a better position. They've traded off that kill, and the man advantage is even at the moment, but Has does spy one in mid as he closes the gap and will get taken down by Darkstar, who was already a more aggressive spot. So AWP going down there for Encore as they just slow it down here. Dynasty playing really patient here and not going to throw their man advantage away easily, which is the right way to go at this point. And Encore making moves towards the B bomb site, one close mid at 1B. What will Dynasty do as they push down here towards mid? I think it looks like a mid or a short split here. And Blackout copping a lot of damage. What will they do? I think they're going to like to go mid to B again. Yep, here come the smokes and the flashes. Fake Dan crucial here. The last pillar up in B for Team Encore. As the squeeze comes on, how much damage can Fake Dan do? In B, he gets one. He doesn't get a second there. The the box getting the better of him. But all left up to one member of the Encore team, which is Chris O'Wow, taking mass damage in CT spawn through the smoke. And it looks as though he will be completely locked out here as Dynasty really put the pressure on Encore and come out on the better side of that. So really well played around there by Team Dynasty.
Extremely well played by Dynasty there. I mean, like, they're making their shots connect, and it's paying off for them. Able to take out a lot of the Encore boys, put pressure back onto the Encore guys, trying to hold their lines there, just not paying off for them. In the end, Dynasty proving too strong with these setup pushes as the hunt is on for Dynasty here, trying to take out the last remaining player. That is Darkstar. He will mop things up. And again, 8 rounds to 3 in favor of Dynasty. Encore are just losing complete momentum, inspiration in this game here. Dynasty just proving too strong. What can Encore do to pick up the pace and change the course of direction and regain some momentum?
They need to get aggressive early on, and then they need to play the patience game better than Dynasty. They're on the CT side. The T's have got to complete the objective. Sometimes on CT you can get too caught up in frags and forget the tactics, but Tucker here will likely go huge. 1, 2, does not get the third, but an easy mop-up round there for Dynasty. But yeah, sometimes on CT you can get too caught up in the kills and not realize the strategy. The terrorists still have to get to the bomb site and plant the bomb, so if nothing's working, the best course of action is to let the game come to you and, see how good you can be late in the game.
Alrighty, so we go into another buy round here. This time, it is Haz picking up the AWP, so the change of roles has happened. What can Haz do with this AWP here? He's going to prove a key role in this round. If Encore have any chance of winning it, he's going to be the man to do it. As we do see Dynasty now holding up again with the split pick, controlling the mid area. A bit of action about to happen at double doors. Hooray! Picks up that frag, the first frag, the opening frag for Encore. That's the start that they needed. Question is, can they capitalize on it with Tucker just lurking around bedroom? We do see the other 2 Dynasty players holding around the mid area, Xbox and top of short. As the bomb was dropped at top of mid, now retrieved, and again Encore set up for the crossfire here at mid double duels. Hooray, boosted up on that box just near CT spawn, now makes his way back into Elevate, sensing that the Dynasty players are actually going to push into a site from short here. That molly going off, actually delaying that push as well, so smart tactics, but will it pay off as the flashbang's going off? Darkstar, good in the end with that, all takes out Haz. Now the frag, Chris O'Wow picking up the pace here with the frag onto Dynasty. My name is J-Bone, and with Darkstar also the last player alive with that AWP, manages to pick up a frag, but is too overwhelmed there by Encore. That is the round that Encore needed to get themselves back in the game there.
Yeah, and I think Dynasty got slightly unlucky there as the short push came in. They got the kill, but the guy died and the bomb dropped over the edge into CT spawn, which forced them to all have to drop, and that's never a good situation for the T. So, well played by Encore, but yeah, a little unlucky there for Dynasty.
So here we go, Encore opting 3-man aggressive long. They've been playing that play quite often now, so with the 2 players falling back here, so hasn't been really paying off as of late. It is 4 rounds to 9 in favour of Dynasty. Dynasty this time opting to try and make something happen here at the B tunnels, but is unfortunate with the vision completely cut off with that smoke. The Encore boys live to see another day here. It is still 5-5 with 1 minute 7 seconds left on the clock. No players tried to attempt at getting an opening pick here. It's just a bit of a stalemate. There it is. My name is Right. Gets the opening frag onto Fake down at B side. Pressure is on Encore boys with inertia. A lot of work to do here to try and hold the push from Dynasty. He manages to pick up a frag, just merely spraying down. My name is J-Bone, wasting a lot of shots, bullets there. Will for sure, and now we see the retake about to commence from Encore. Dynasty, my name is Riot with the flank, taking out Blackout. It is 2 versus 3 here. What can Array and Haz do? Haz drops the AWP, picks up the M4, spraying through the smoke, not getting much luck. Darkstar playing so close with that AWP, gets taken out. Hooray! Picks up a second frag. Pressure back onto My Name Is Right here from Dynasty in a 1 versus 1 situation. Can Hooray from Encore do it? Can Chris O'Well, the fill-in for Encore, make the play happen? He gets taken out by My Name Is Right. Dynasty press on here. And now we see the last round of this first half. 10-4 is the score. Dynasty completely shutting out Encore's chances of making a comeback.
That's a huge round for Team Dynasty, not just for the scoreboard, getting to the double figures, but also momentum-wise. That was a round that Encore really thought they were in control of and needed. And sometimes it just sort of tips you over the edge. It'll be interesting to see on the last round of this half with depleted money how Encore can do as they're getting shredded at the bomb sites by the AKs. And we see the remaining players for Encore, 2 Deagles and a FAMAS, so they're heavily outgunned here. But Tucker, the instant headshot there on Hooray, just completely booking him and shutting him down. So here we go. There's going to be some action in mid here, as there are actually 2 Encore players in mid. So this will be a contested choke point, and Has just smashing one through the door with that Deagle.
That was the biggest 1v.
2v2 now. It has been narrowed down. Although you do like to think that the T's are still in control here. An aggressive play here by Rye, getting up on the boxes and having a look, but it looks as though the Encore boys are going to try and squeeze this retake. An excellent grenade there by Blackout. Gets all 3 of those ones, and Blackout will push into the site. But a good play here by J-Bone, getting on the other side of the smoke. Will take one down, and Has will go down as well. And those 2 rounds for Dynasty at the end of the game are huge and could be very telling, because this could be 9-6 and a decent half, but it's turned into a really strong half there by the Dynasty guys.
Well, we go into the second half here, ladies and gentlemen. It is 11-4 in favour of Dynasty. Dynasty now on the CT side. Encore now have a crack to try and bring this game back, starting on the T side. It is pissed around here, so anything could happen, as we do see a bit of aggressive push into tunnels, now slowed up by the Encore boys with that bomb. So we might see a bit of a split B commencing here, but Dynasty lurking around the A site. The boost at short with Darkstar gets flashed down. We should see action happening at short here with the shots being fired. Dynasty, Darkstar comes out on top. The Dynasty boys have over-rotated from B side. Encore, fake has worked. Bomb is about to go down here, and now the retake is about to commence from Dynasty's behalf, as Encore successfully fooled the Dynasty players. And now we see Encore sitting back here, defending this bomb site. And the Dynasty boys now making the way into the site here. Inertia getting another frag before going down. Darkstar doing work. Picks up the frag on the fake down. My Name Is J-Bone will mop things up. This is it. Dynasty walk away with the pistol round. And now Encore on the back foot.
Very aggressive play there by Dynasty. The retake was well timed. And yeah, Encore just missing shots there a couple of times. I mean, Fake Dan there was in great position to make a play, and you know, just having an off game. That's been the difference. I mean, Darkstar and pretty much that whole team has picked their game up, and just a couple of the Encore guys not firing even when they get themselves in some good positions. So Dynasty have done well to control not only the scoreboard but the momentum rounds as well. All the big rounds have gone to Dynasty so far.
So here we go. We see Encore actually doing a YOLO push into Catwalk there. Blackout doing some good job picking up the opening frag, but will be completely shut down. Dynasty just massacring Encore in that round, having no chance whatsoever. It is 13-4 in favour of Dynasty. Who would have thought, Twitch viewers, that Dynasty would do this to a team such as Encore? Amazing.
The magic of the autumn ODC, my friend.
I just cannot believe my eyes. Dynasty, I did mention that this team is an up-and-coming team and do have potential to take rounds of Encore, but little did I expect Dynasty to step it up and actually dominate Encore in this game here, as we do see Blackout taking damage around the mid area near Xbox with that bomb. It has been spotted. Dynasty now with the intel set up to try and defend the A site here, pre-assuming that Encore will make an attempt to push towards it. We do see a bit of a buy-up in favour of towards the Encore boys, so they do have the firepower advantage in favour. But again, Dynasty, you can never tell what these guys can do. My Name is Right picks up the frag onto Blackout. The attempt to push into mid has been completely shut down, but the diversion over to short there is working out perfectly. Encore now have a chance to push into A side, but the bomb went mid, and now it's dropped in mid here, but it's a 1 versus 2. Tucker, 40 HP, takes out Hooray! Now it's a 1 versus 1. What can Has do with 5 HP? Takes out Tucker! Has! That headshot, that's exactly what Encore needed. Do we see a bit of a comeback happening by the Encore boys here in this game? Or will Dynasty manage to pull away with the win? 3 rounds at hand. Dynasty just need 3 rounds to walk away with this game. Encore, such a massive task ahead of them. This is going to prove all too much.
That was a big momentum around there by Has. Until previously, that had all been controlled by Dynasty, hitting those crucial 1Bs. And those are the sort of plays you expect the Encore boys to make. The Dynasty guys were playing them today, and they were making the plays. So, Encore, back on the board. What can that round do for them? Can it put them back in the game? I think that if they keep playing together and stay confident, Encore are the sort of team who can put up huge numbers on T-side Dust 2. So, hopefully Fake Dan does what Darkstar did on their T-side, control the game with the AWP, and just be aggressive.
So here we go, Encore have taken control of A side. This is an eco round. Fake Dan just mopping things up. Gets a triple kill there against My Name is J-Bone. Now it's left up to Tucker, the last player remaining for Dynasty. He hasn't got much, he can't really do much here in this sort of position. With only a pistol at hand against a fired up Encore team, you'd much rather try and work some exit frags, which is what he's trying to do. The hunt is now commencing from the Encore boys to work out where this last player is. Don't worry, Fake Dan is already there, mopping things up with his 4th frag in that round. We do see another buy round here.
Fake Dan should drop Hooray a gun, and he should have bought an AWP there. This is a big round. He needed to force the issue with that AWP, so... because you see Darkstar picking up the AWP, so a little bit of mismanagement tactics-wise there. But, you know, when it all could be said and done, Fake Dan could get another 4 down with his AK. Just like last round.
We did see a bit of aggressive push from Encore into tunnels, but again backed off and just slowing up the pace. Dynasty having 2 players set up at B site, ready to meet this push here. As we do see the Encore boys now pushing through lowest to middle here. We may see a bit of a mid to be kind of strapped, but Tucker shutting down has his chances there. And now the first frag going towards Dynasty. Encore on the back foot once again. Darkstar picks up the frag with that off. Now it's in a 3 versus 5 situation. What can Encore do to bring this back here? Do see Inertia and Fake Dan, the last 2 players remaining at short, with Blackout being taken out of the picture. Chances are slowly diminishing for Encore, and Dynasty just on the rise, going huge at this present time. With we do see action happening about at the mid area with that smoke going off. Fake Dan jumping around, bunny hopping, takes out Tucker. Tucker unable to predict that movement. Inertia getting a frag. Both these players are stepping it up here. Dynasty now know where the last 2 players are remaining, are setting up to box them in order to retake this site. Do see Fake Dan and Inertia now just setting up to hold it. These guys have so much work ahead of them to try and win this round here. Can they pull it off? Darkstar misses the AWP shot, proves costly. No, trying to push his way into tunnels here. Met by Fake Dan, takes out Fake Dan. My Name is J-Bo. We'll take out Inertia. This is it. Dynasty in the round. Force Encore to a last attempt buy round.
Yeah, give a lot of credit there to No, who was the dark player there. Played an excellent round, being really patient, waiting for his team to get all the way up the hill before he peaked, so that Fake Dan didn't have the single on him at dark. But well played there by No, but Fake Dan, he's got the AWP. What can he do? This is
a shot at the double doors there.
Yeah, important round for Fake Dan though. He got himself going with the AK. He's got himself up to 11 kills. So he's put himself back in position to frag. He's got his favorite weapon in hand. And Dust 2 goes as the AWPer goes. And Darkstar has been putting in some excellent work, and again gets a kill, but the rifle's also putting it in here for the Dynasty boys, and a complete collapse there by the Encore guys, getting shut down at all the choke points. Fake Dan does get that kill though. This round isn't over. He's in a 3v1 and he will definitely go for it. Fake Dan missing the flick shot. pushing up the hill. There is one close. I think they're going to lock him off here. They do allow him to get into the site, and he does have the bomb, but this round should be over pretty quickly when he starts to plant, as the CTs are trying to collapse on him. Will they give him 1v1 shots? They do a good job of staying patient, and Fake Dan had too many targets to shoot. Even if he hit that shot, he was the unwinnable round, so to speak.
He was completely outnumbered and looked surrounded as well. He would have had to pull off like a 360 MLG kind of play to win that round for Encore. He did manage to get the bomb down. It does give Encore some options to buy up in this last round here in an attempt to try and bring this game back, but Dynasty 1 round away from victory, and you can sense the Dynasty boys are now hungry, just pushing aggressively with that low push, and it's going to be met here with the Encore boys pushing tunnel. Action about to happen at B. Fake Dan with the opening frag, not knowing where the second player is. Taka doing damage, takes out Fake Dan in inertia. This is it, Dynasty, a 3v3, already a player pushing into tunnels. That is right. Done so much work for Dynasty here, and now we're seeing a 2 versus 3 situation. Hasn't Blackout, the last 2 players remaining. Can they pull this win off here and keep Encore's chances alive? As Dynasty are now surrounding the Encore boys. Blackout does get a frag here, but falls short to Darkstar. Left up to Haz in a 1 versus 2. The Dynasty boys push through, and that is GG, guys. Dynasty won the game 16-6 against Encore in a surprise upset.
Wow, that was a big closeout round for the Dynasty. And Darkstar, holy, he smoked them with that AWP on both sides of the map. If you went back and looked at that game, you would see that a lot of the rounds, especially on the T side, were opened up by Darkstar, playing like you should with the AWP on DOS 2, getting himself in really aggressive positions